Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful city of Brisbane, Australia. My name is Alex Acer. I'm the current president of the Signal Processing Society. And today I'm going to give you a brief update of the state of the society. So first thing, what is new? Well, there are lots of things that are new. I will talk about our visibility campaign, organizational changes, what's up with conferences, publications, journals, technical directions, membership growth, and educational activities and awards. First of all, one of the things that we in the society started to think a few years ago is that we all know what signal processing is, but a lot of undergraduate students, even high school students or the public at large, don't really know signal processing, what is that? So we figured that we wanted to make this accessible to all of these people outside of our inside circle so that we can recruit more members and make the community even more vibrant. So we started looking at what can we do to improve the visibility. One of the things that we're looking at is tagline, signal processing, the science behind our digital life. If you have any ideas of how we can make this more accessible to other constituencies, please send us an email. You see the email address there. And we've also created a video that is now also in YouTube and in our society's webpage, trying to describe to newcomers what signal processing is. So let's roll the video.
What is signal processing? Signal processing is a branch of electrical engineering which pulls meaning from the broad sources of data that are all around us. But what does that mean exactly? It means signal processing is at the heart of our modern world. Signal processing powers modern communications.
How can I help you?
Modern entertainment. And tomorrow's transportation. Signal processing is at the intersection of biotechnology.
Voice print access.
Access granted.
It's in our social interactions. Learning to anticipate our needs and emotions. Helping us hear the world around us and to better understand it.
Salam, chetari khubi? Hi, how are you doing?
To bring new life. And help us heal. Signal processing brings the world to our homes. Adds clarity. And puts it in our pockets. Signal processing documents our cherished memories. Helps to keep us safe. Powers the world of finance. Signal processing. Processing the future.
So you are free to use this video in your lectures, in your talks at the universities, and your companies if you want to introduce people to the world of signal processing. So let's talk about conferences. This is going to be a great conference. We already had a great start, and I've seen the technical sessions, and they look great. And there are more conferences coming up. You can see ICASSP will be in Shanghai next year, New Orleans, Seoul, and Brighton in the following years. ICASSP, our conference on image processing, Quebec City, Phoenix, Beijing, Athens, and Taipei. And Global SIP will take place in Orlando later this year and Washington, D.C. next year. Global SIP is a conference that we started a couple of years ago in the fall, and the idea was to focus on symposia rather than a traditional format where we can emphasize interdisciplinary research. The first one took place in Austin, Texas in December of 2013, and last year it happened in Atlanta, in December also 2014, we had almost 500 attendees. Next year, this year in December, it will take place in Orlando, Florida. So I hope that you can submit a paper and and it'll be welcome. And it'll be a great opportunity to learn not only about signal processing, but about other fields that have something to do with signal processing. China SIP is another conference that we started 2 years ago. The first one took place in Beijing in July of 2013. And the goal with this conference is to attract the growing number of professionals in signal processing in China. We started very strong with 180 attendees. Last year took place in Xi'an. And this year, it'll take place in Chengdu. We have already over 400 submissions, and it's looking like a great program. As you heard earlier today, if you have written a signal processing letters paper, which is short and is scheduled for timeliness, so that there's only one round of review, you are welcome to present it here in either ICASSP or ICIP if you want. We're trying to accommodate a world that is constantly changing, and we need to be able to be agile and react to the changes. One of the things that we wanted to do in our technical directions is see what are the new areas that are gaining interest and create special interest groups. So we've created recently two, one on big data and one on Internet of Things. And if these are renewable every 3 years, seem to be vibrant, we will probably turn them into a technical committee. Publications. This field is doing very well. We see over there the number of pages that have been published. The top line is the cumulative of all the journals in our society. We have now over 20,000 pages that were published across all of the journals. Transactions on signal processing is our biggest one, and transactions on image processing is growing fast too. This is a sign of how vibrant our community is, but it's a sign of the increasing number of submissions. We don't want to compromise on the quality. And in fact, we look at impact factor and other metrics to ensure that not only do we increase the number of pages, that we keep or even increase the quality of our publications. You see there the impact factor of our journals, and in the right column, you can see the ranking among all of electrical engineering journals in the world. And we're doing pretty well. Our signal processing magazine used to be number 1, number 2, dropped a little bit this time, but still very good. And many of the other journals are also doing quite well. We started new journals too. There are new disciplines being created, and we need to be agile and jump in. So we created the transactions on computational imaging last year, and the transactions on signal and information processing over networks as well. And we all, I mean, the percentages are like how much of a stake the Signal Processing Society has in that journal. We are the primary society, but we also participated in 3 more: Journal of Biomedical Health and Informatics, transactions on cognitive communications and networking, and transactions on big data, as well as a number of other co-sponsor publications that we have people in the advisory boards, steering committees, and review boards. This is the growth in membership. On the pink line represents the total IEEE membership. Has been growing, although it dropped a little bit last year, and it's 430,000 members worldwide. It's the largest engineering association in the world. And the light green line represents the Signal Processing Society membership, which has been steadily growing since 2008, and now we have over 17,000 members. So again, this is a testament of how important signal processing is, as you saw in the video, in a lot of different applications today. By region, we have 10 regions. Regions 1 through 6 are located in the United States. It used to be, not that long ago, accounting for 60% of our members. Today, altogether, they account for almost 40%. So that's because both Europe, region 8, and Asia, region 10, have been growing very quickly, as you can see over there. Region 9 is Central and South America, and Region 7 is Canada. Chapters is an area that we really want to promote. We have 168 chapters worldwide. You see the distribution on the different regions there. And that's an area that we think is very important because when we look at the value proposition for becoming a member of the society, we see that, yes, we give discounts if you come to one of these conferences, but if you want to just read the journals, many times your university or company will have a subscription to Explore. So that's not necessarily a reason for you to join, although you can still do it. If you want to get one of the awards of all the award winners that we have here, yes, that's another reason to become a member. But what we want to do is establish like ground roots at the local level with events that allow you to do networking and get information of the latest and greatest in signal processing. And that's what our chapters do. So that's an area that we would like your help in promoting. We created 6 new chapters last year. You can see them there. And we're ramping up 15 new chapters in just a few months this year. That's just a testament of the push that we're doing to beef up our local presence so that people don't need to come to places that are far away to learn about the new technologies. And another thing we're doing to reward chapters that are doing well is an award for Chapter of the Year. And that's, we look carefully at all the activities that these chapters do and find out the ones that are doing the most for the members of that chapter. And this year, the Malaysia chapter won again. They won in 2011. They won again, and we had the Tainan and Italy chapters that won in the last 2 years. And I hope that when you go back home, you talk to your local chapters and strive to get one of these awards in the future. We also organize seasonal schools, and this is an opportunity for students to get together with some faculty members, spend like a week on a focused topic, and learn about a number of different aspects in signal processing. These are the 3 upcoming seasonal schools that we'll have in Italy, Barcelona, and Croatia on the different topics that you see there. I encourage you to send your students to some of them. It's a great opportunity. All the students that go there rave about it and come back reinvigorated and create the next breakthroughs in signal processing. Seekview is one of the initiatives that we started a couple of years ago with the idea that not everyone can come to a place like this. We have like maybe 2,000, 2,500 attendees to a conference like ICASSP, yet we have over 17,000 members in the society. What happens with the rest? Well, maybe they can come to one conference, but many of them don't come to many. And we like to come up with video tutorials that explain at an accessible level the different trends and hot topics in signal processing. It would be like the idea of taking the video that I showed earlier and take one of the aspects and do a drill in that particular subfield in a way that is very accessible, a way to catch up. We already have 59 videos. If you're teaching a class, and you're definitely welcome to post your video tutorial into our Seekview. Talk to John McAllister. This is what the website will look like, and you can just select them and watch a very nice website. Sickport is another initiative that we're just getting started, and it's a signal processing repository. This is a place where you can post your manuscript right away without any review, and it's immediate for early citable access and for like just timeliness. We know that in our field, time is of the essence, and it's important to you to get the information posted right away and avoid necessarily the delays. You can also submit at the same time that paper to one of our journals or a conference if you would like to do so. And this is what the website looks like now. So we're accumulating all of these papers, and I encourage you, if you want to visit the website, and post your manuscripts there. We're trying to look at the next generation of signal processing scientists and engineers, and these are our students. This is like the life and blood of the society moving forward. So we would like to organize a number of activities for them. One of them is the Student Career Luncheon that will take place this Thursday. So we have a number of students and fresh graduates that come. It's been going on for a couple of years, and they all tell us that it's a great opportunity to go and talk. I mean, they get to talk to the advisor every day, but now they come and talk to some other members of the community, senior professionals in industry, in academia, to learn more about their career. What should they do next? Maybe look for advice, job opportunities. So it's a great service for our students. We also offer travel grants so that students can come here. It's always an enriching opportunity. I still recall my first conference that I attended, ICASSP 1987, and it was like an eye-opener. So if you're a student, you can come to one of these venues. It's great. Sometimes it's not easy, it costs a lot of money, so we offer travel grants. The Signal Processing Cup is an event that we organize. This is like the second year, and it's growing very quickly. The idea is that we get teams of undergraduate students that are given a challenge and they need to create a competition. Last year we had 12 teams worldwide, and this year we had 48 teams submitting. So this is growing very quickly. It was very successful. It reminds me of the World Cup for the deliberations and the number of countries represented. It took place yesterday, the final selection, and there were 3 teams from universities in Germany, Bangladesh, and Korea, spanning everywhere in the globe. The team from Germany won the first place, Bangladesh second place, and Korea third place, but they were really all exceptionals. The jury had to deliberate for 30 minutes. They were also good that I couldn't tell which one was gonna be the winner. The topic this year was heart rate monitoring for wearable devices, like all these fitness bands. And it's amazing to see like a group of young undergraduates that are really motivated can do. So that's why they are the future of our society, and this is like a great opportunity. I hope that you encourage your students to participate next year. Wikipedia, as we all know, is still one of the most widely viewed websites to learn from everybody. And in fact, Wikipedia has a lot of content on signal processing. In particular, the Nyquist-Shannon sampling theorem is viewed on average 1,000 times a day. It dwarfs how many views we get of our papers, even the best papers. So it is very important that we take the time to contribute. Anyone here can contribute to Wikipedia. You're all experts. So I really encourage you to go and contribute to Wikipedia, make it more accessible, because that's how many high school students, how many people that are not in college working on the field will learn, and even some of us, when we want to get a quick overview on a topic that we're not that familiar with. So there are a number of people that are committed into, although anyone can do it, we're really encouraging members of the Signal Processing Society to take an active role. And there are lots of categories, lots of pages that have been authored. Awards, we have many awards. This is a field where we have very many distinguished scientists. And this is the list of awards you will see pretty soon in the awards ceremony. Everyone, we had a few new awards that are listed there. The Overview Paper Award, the Signal Processing Letters Best Paper Award, the Sustained Impact Paper Award, and the Fourier Award for Signal Processing at the IEEE level. This is just a list of our finances. Financially, we're doing quite well. You see like publications revenue, conference revenue, the dues of society, the total revenue, and the expenses. We try to break even. We're a nonprofit, so whenever we get extra money, we like to spend it on things like travel grants for students, the Signal Processing Cup, and things like this for seasonal schools, and all kinds of activities that I just described. Organizing all of this is a lot of work. Because we are a nonprofit, we really need the help of all of you. We're all volunteers, we have a day job, and when our term expires, we need somebody else to come and fill it. And we have lots of positions. You can help us review papers, as many of you have done it for journals and conferences. You can be part of our editorial boards. You can organize conferences. We need someone to organize the next ICASSP and ICASSP and all the workshops. You can give tutorials, get involved in the technical committees. volunteer for elected positions. There are lots of places. If you have interest in volunteering, please contact me or any of our executive staff, and we'll be more than happy to sign you up. You don't need to take notes on this. If you want to find this talk, it is posted in our website. And this is our executive committee. If you see some of our faces this week during the conference, feel free to come and talk to us. Thank you very much.